I am probably one of the least tech-savvy traders in the world. You may not believe it, but it's true. In the past year, I have found a number of different ways to use ChatGPT for trading. Now, one of the biggest problems that traders have is controlling their emotions. Trader psychology is such a huge topic for people. And a big problem that people have, which is paralysis by analysis, which is if you've got too many things on your charts, you can convince yourself of anything, or you can convince yourself of nothing. To make better trade decisions, we want to simplify everything. And you can take all your fancy trading strategies, all your fancy indicators, and simplify it in a visual way that can make it easy to identify trades quickly and high accuracy trades. In this video, I will show you how to use ChatGPT to suppress your impulsiveness, control your emotions, avoid revenge trading, and only take the highest quality trades. And if someone whose computer problems usually center around a plug being loose can do it, I promise you that you will be able to too. And you may even learn how to code a strategy using GPT. So let's get started. You only need two things to start, which is Tradingview and ChatGPT. And you can use the free version of either, but there's a lot of valuable features that come with the premium version. The first thing that you need to know is that the coding language for Tradingview is known as PineScript. And if you are not using Tradingview to begin with, you really should, because every single day I'm learning new ways that Tradingview can help me become a better trader. For example, one of the things that I wanted to share, even though this is not really on topic, is that recently I discovered this cool little seasonality feature. You type in the word seasonality after you hit indicators, and look at this cool table. I used to pay like $8,000 a month to Bloomberg for information like this. And now you can get this, but with the free Tradingview subscription. And you type in seasonality, it'll tell you exactly how Eurodollar has performed in the month of December, for example. And it shows you that pretty much every single December in the last 10 years, Euro has rallied. And this information can be invaluable because it can tell you, maybe you should lean more into the long trades and avoid the short trades. And you can do that for every single instrument. But back to what we're talking about. So let's remove this. So down here is something called Pine Editor. That's where we're going to paste what we tell GPT to do. So we're going to have a very, very simple strategy that we're going to look at. A very simple moving average crossover strategy. And what I want the strategy to do at the onset is we're going to have two moving averages, and these are going to be simple. So we're going to add in 1, 2. And simply, we are going to use the 5 SMA and the 20 SMA. And this is just a very basic tutorial, and I'm going to walk you through step by step how to do this. And you can do this for your own trading strategy, any trading strategy you want. So I have the 5 SMA up and I have the 20 SMA up. So here we have a moving average crossover strategy. Now that by itself is not that accurate. There are winners, there are losers, which is fine. But the first thing I want to tell GPT is let me know when we have a moving average crossover. Let me know when we have a moving average crossover in the chart, and I want to be able to identify it easily. So we have a moving average crossover here where the 5 SMA is crossing below the 20. We also have a moving average crossover here where the 5 is crossing above the 20. And we have a couple of moving average crossovers in this chart that I'm pointing out. So sometimes that may be hard for someone to see. And we want to use GPT to just call it out to us. And then also to help us, see this easily so we avoid impulsive trading and misinterpreting it. So what do? We go to GPT. And remember, I told you the coding language for Tradingview is called PineScript. So we're gonna say write a PineScript code. And I know nothing about PineScript code. I know nothing about coding. All I know is that the coding language of Tradingview is PineScript. So I'm going to say write a PineScript code that identifies the point where the 5 simple moving average closes below the 20 simple moving average. When that happens, let's label trade signal. Then let's do the reverse. Also, identify the point where the 5 simple moving average closes above the 20 simple moving average. Also, label that trade signal. This is step number 1. I'm going to do this step by step. Okay, so we are going to let GPT do its thing. It's generated a code. I don't know if this code is right or wrong, but I'm going to check it on my charts. Click copy code. go back to your charts, go down here to PyNetter, open it up, and let's make this bigger. We're gonna delete whatever's here, which is nothing. Then we're going to Control V, which is paste this thing in, the code that we copied in, hit save. It's gonna say, do you name your strategy? That sounds great. 5 SMA, 20 SMA, call it Kathy Power SMA, whatever you want. Hit save. Then add to chart. Ooh, look at that. Let's get rid of my arrows and let's see. All right. So we have the buy and sell signals, but this is a little confusing. First, GPT, make the font size double because I cannot see this. GPT is telling me, all right, we'll make the font size bigger. Copy the code, go back here, Control A, hit backspace to delete, paste it in, save. Woof. Okay, wonderful. We're getting somewhere, GPT. It's maybe too big. You could probably reduce it a little bit, but that's okay. But this isn't a great trading signal yet. I want to make this a little bit more clear. I only want to take short trades when the longer term trend is bearish. I only want to take long trades when the longer term trend is bullish. How do I tell this to this? So let's say shade the background red if the price is below the 50 simple moving average, and shade the background green if the price is above the 50 simple moving average. All right, hit enter. So we click copy code. Let's Control A, backspace, Control V, paste, save, update uncharted. It will update itself. Okay. All right. So this tells me that when the longer term trend is bearish, the background's red. When the longer term trend is bullish, the background is green. Now that I've kind of seen this visually, I want to tell it only label sell signal if the background is red. Only label buy signal if the background is green. Hit enter, and then I'm gonna hit copy code. And once again, delete what's in there, paste what I just got from GPT, and hit save. Look at that. Now we have fewer trace signals. Okay, the font size is too big. Make font size for label 30% smaller. This is just me getting aesthetics. You don't need to do this, but it shows you how flexible GPT is. You want to make sure it's done before you hit copy code. Then go here, save. All right, wonderful. Now what we want to do is we want to look to see how accurate our trade idea is. So basically, we have a sell signal here where I'm going to remove now, for simplicity purposes for yourself, what you can do is you can remove some of these moving averages. Let's see, we're going to remove the visibility. Let's see if it does that. So sell signal here. Actually, let me bring back the 5 SMA and the 20 so you can see this. Sell signal here, beautiful trade down. This one, it didn't take the sell signal, right? Because the background, the longer term picture was red. So it didn't take the trade, but it took the next one where the moving average crossover did a downside and it was a sell signal, another beautiful trade. This is a live trade right now. We'll see what happens. This is a buy signal. Where did it get in? 111.17. And the high was 112.14. So it looks like it's a small move, but it's actually 100 pips, which is a nice size move. So that I consider a winner as well. This one, clearly a really nice, beautiful trade. This one, clearly a nice, beautiful trade as well. So in Eurodollar daily chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 5 winners with one live trade. And this is the type of strategy I love. But the point that I want to make is that I have shown you how to use GPT in layman terms, just talking to the robot, how to use GPT to create a strategy that has labels for you that is easy to identify. I mean, you may even make it easier for you and remove everything. And so every single day, you can start your day and say, all right, do I have a buy or sell signal in this currency pair? And being able to easily identify trades quickly, that also helps you reduce the emotional component of trading. Because if you don't see the signal, don't take the trade. And if you remove everything from your chart, and you just leave your trading signals in, you won't be as compelled or you won't feel as impulsive to want to trade something, to want to buy, for example, Eurodollar when you see a sell signal because it's telling you to sell. Or if you have no signal, you're kind of in the mid zone, maybe you don't trade at all. So this helps to avoid revenge trading. It helps to avoid impulsive trading. And it just kind of makes trade identification easier, faster, and better. And you can see, you can click through your charts, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, and see if there's any trading signals in the strategy and see how it goes. And only wait for the trading signals that are there. I think this works really well in Eurodollar in particular. It's a really good Eurodollar strategy. But the point of this is that we did this together. And, we had some hiccups, we made some mistakes, we worked through it together. And if you make a mistake, you can ask GPT to fix the mistake. It says that there's a mistake in my code. How can I fix it? And this is only scratching the surface. There's so many other ways that GPT can help you improve trading. For example, you can actually develop a trading strategy, use GPT code and say, if I had a 40 pip stop and a 100 pip target, what are the results? Because then you can tell GPT, put in a 40 pip stop and a 100 pip target. You basically use Tradingview's strategy tester down here, and you can use it, you paste your code in and use it to back test your trading strategy. And if you're interested in me doing a video on this, let me know in the comments below that you want to see the back testing video. I'll put it on my to-do list to do, but it's a little bit more work, so make sure you tell me that you're interested in learning about it. But what I really hope is that through this step-by-step walkthrough that I've made using GPT in your trading less intimidating, less scary, and more approachable. Because if someone as computer illiterate as me, and I'm just telling GPT what to do in very normal language, can do it, you can too. And you can tell it bigger font size. You can tell it to put a rocket ship when it moves. I mean, let's do this. Like, let's say when the currency pair moves 40 pips in my favor. I don't know if it's going to work or not. After the label, put a dart emoji. Done. Let's see. Does it work? I mean, 40. I'm going to control. Let's see. Well, maybe, I could have been a little bit more specific there on a closing basis, whatever. I think I confused it. But my point is that, maybe I confused you. I hope not. But you can tell GPT a lot of things. I can say, Kathy rocks instead of the dart. And you can add a lot of really, really cool features onto your charts and just basically, make everything simpler. It's fun to kind of play around with it, see what you get, and, see if you can build yourself something that is easy to identify and quick to identify trades using your own strategy so that, you can help make your trading less emotional, more efficient, and more accurate. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more trading strategies and tips. I enjoyed making this video. There's also some really great links below of our favorite broker partners, prop trading partners, courses, other great resources. Make sure you check that out for anything you're interested in. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next video.